Although being a contractor in the private sector is similar to being a contractor in the government sector, there are a few more things you will need to do to become a government contractor and start bidding and winning on government contracts. In this video, I'm sharing 5 steps you must take and check off your list as a small business expanding into the government marketplace. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. If you're looking to grow and expand your business into the government marketplace, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss out on any of the trainings we have right here on this channel, as well as I will definitely put a link down below to our premier program, the Government Contractor Accelerator. And I'm excited to even tell you guys here today that we are expanding that. And we're going to be bringing on 2 more programs, yes, here in the coming month, so that we can meet you all exactly where you're at in the process as you're expanding your business into the government marketplace. So definitely be on the lookout for that, which is another reason why you want to make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so you get notified of those trainings as well as when those new programs drop. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about positioning, which is one of the key phases that I take all of my students through as they expand into the government marketplace. So today I'm going to share with you a few of the things you want to make sure you have in place to make sure your business is positioned and ready to be a government contractor. So yeah, transitioning from the private sector into the government sector, it's definitely going to take a little bit of work. And I always say, if you're getting into government contracting, yes, it's a lot of work, it's time consuming, but it can be very rewarding as well. And so we want to make sure we do the work, have the things in place, be positioned correctly so that we can take advantage of all of the opportunities and get our piece of the billions and trillions of dollars that's being spent with small businesses, as well as those in those social economic classifications as well. So with all that being said, just because there's some additional steps that you're going to need to take, a little bit more paperwork that you'll have to do to get into government contracting, don't let that deter you from getting into the market, because there's a wealth of opportunities that you guys are missing out on, and many of you are leaving money on the table, and you know how I feel about that. We don't like to leave money on the table. So definitely look into this. If this is new to you, if you've been around for a while, you've been thinking about it, it's probably time for you to take action, and at least let's get your business positioned. All right, so let's get into what you need to prepare your business to become a government contractor. So the first thing is your business setup. Now, of course, if you're already doing work in the private sector, more than likely your business is already set up. Not necessarily, because I know sometimes contractors, you know, just depending on what you're doing, you may be doing it up under your personal, you know, social security number, things like that. No, we want you to make sure you have your business set up correctly, meaning you have an EIN number, you have a business entity structure, you have a business bank account, just to name a few things. Make sure you have your business set up to do business as a business. The government is looking for businesses, not individuals. There's a difference between being a contractor, 1099 with the government, as well as being a business entity structure doing work with the government. So it's different, okay? And we want you to have a business entity set up. The second thing is you want to get registered. This is where things will get a little bit different between being an independent contractor with the government and being a business, a company, and doing work with the government, okay? So you want to make sure you get your business registered, all right? We're talking about your SAM registration. We're talking about if you're looking at doing city, county, state, those type of contracts as well, you have to get registered with them. Their systems may be called something different. So you'll have to definitely, search that out in your state and see what the system is called, but make sure you're registered with whoever you want to do work with at the government level. And don't forget your school systems, okay? Your school systems is another great place. And there's other places you can do contracts. We'll talk about that in another video. But I just wanted you to make sure that you're registered where you need to be registered if that is your actual customer that you plan to do work with. Number 3, Apply for your certification. So I'm not talking about certifications as it relates to you maybe being a electrician, and so you're certified to do that, or maybe you're in IT and you're certified to do that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the social economic certifications that the government is giving out, where they set aside contracts based on those various certifications. So let me just say, apply for all the certifications for which you qualify. They're very low cost to no cost. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your minority-owned certifications, your woman-owned certifications, your service-disabled veteran-owned certifications. If you're ready for the 8A, and some of you guys, if you're expanding from the private sector into the government sector, just depending on what you had going on in the private sector, you may very well be ready for the 8A program. So if that's the case, you're going to apply for that as well. And then also your federal hub zone. Now, also at the state level, you can do your state hub certification as well. So again, apply for all the certifications for which you qualify. You never want to be in a position to where you have an opportunity before you that's set aside for a social economic classification and you don't have your certification yet, but you really do qualify for the certification. That's not a good feeling. That's where I say you're leaving money on the table. So let's not do that. Get all the registrations in place. Get all the certifications for which you qualify. So I want you to comment below. Are you a business that's already established and you're looking to expand your business into the government marketplace? Let us know in the comments. Yes or no, no or yes. So I don't know if you guys have heard, I'm in the process of putting together a new teaming relationship where we're going to go after some construction contracts. I'm telling you, this is going to be a powerhouse team. Like, we're getting ready to get into the game again and do some things collectively, and it's going to be a game changer. So definitely make sure you're watching us, what we're doing. I'll definitely be recording and sharing that journey with you guys in my community here on YouTube, on my Instagram, and on TikTok as well. So definitely make sure you're following me on those various platforms, because I will be sharing that journey, and hopefully it'll help some of you guys as you're putting together your teaming relationships after, as you're going after government contracts, as you're bidding. I mean, like, we're going to open the curtains and let you see as much as possible so that it can help you as you're going through the process as well. If you're not ready to team, joint venture on projects yet, that's okay. But when you're ready, you will see how you can do that. And, just our thought process behind it, our strategy as we're going after contracting opportunities. We're looking at our approach, everything, our bid, our pricing, how we do our buybacks, how we're delivering on our promise, how we're closing out the projects. All of that is going to be a game changer. So definitely make sure you're hanging around for that. But yeah, definitely, if you've been in the private sector for a while and you're getting ready to expand over into the government marketplace, you may be ready to do some joint ventures, maybe do some teaming arrangements as well on some contracting opportunities. And it's just a matter of what the opportunity is, what's the best approach, whether you'll sit in the prime position or maybe a tier 1 sub. So, that's based off the opportunities as well as how you negotiate your deals and, how you want to put together that team. So definitely consider government contracting and continue to hang around as we go through this. All right, so let's get back to it. All right, so number 4. So number 4 is learn the industry. Private sector, government contracting, totally different. The language that the government used, totally different. The meaning behind some of the things as you go through the bid process is going to be different. So you're going to have to learn a little bit about the government and how they speak, what they mean when they say certain things, and just how they do their bid process is going to be a little bit different. And definitely look into the social economic programs that they have in place for small businesses. So never say, oh, I don't qualify for that. Look into it and see if you actually do. And if you're not sure, definitely get with someone that has that knowledge to make sure you're positioning yourself, your business, to win some government contracts. All right, number 5 is just as important as number 1. Know your agencies. So, you're going to figure out who's your customer, but in doing that, you need to find out what agencies are buying what and which of those agencies are buying what you offer. And then also you want to know what type of contracting opportunities are they putting out. And with that being said, if you're able to bid on those opportunities as a prime contractor by yourself, or do you need to team with another company to expand on your resources and your capacity so that you can bid and win some of those contracts. So it's very, very important that you know your customer, know which agencies are buying what you're selling, and then how you can position yourself to get in on some of those contracts, whether you're the subcontractor or a teaming partner or the prime. So there you have it. What you need to prepare your business for government contracting and make sure you're positioned with a solid foundation so that you can start building out your government contracting business. Now, if you'd like more help on what we talked about here today, expanding your business into the government marketplace, again, check out our premier program, which is our Government Contract Accelerator program. And again, we are opening up 2 other programs in the coming month that we will meet you exactly where you're at. They're going to be laser focused on particular areas within the government market to help you get to the finish line of winning your first government contract. So be on the lookout for that. But if you want the signature program, check it out too. We're here waiting on you, ready to, welcome you into the community and help you get your first bid done fast. Now, if you've been hanging out here on my channel for a while and you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not? Don't you think it's time for us to partner together on your government journey as you're expanding into the government marketplace? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when we drop new videos, when we go live, when we drop new programs to help you guys expand your business, your resources, your capacity into bigger contracts with the government, which also means bigger paydays and those multiple year contracts. So definitely go ahead, subscribe to the channel. And remember, you're just one contract away. Bye for now.